welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute since I filmed like a book haul type video, and Berkeley and Forever Publishing have been so lovely to me this month. I have 11 books here that I'm going to show you guys that were gifted this month. So just want to talk about them and tell you my predicted ratings, because I kind of think that's fun to like have predictions and then come back and see if it actually followed through. First book is from Berkeley, and they sent me The Love Simulation by Etta Easton. And I know that the first book, her debut, is The Kiss Countdown. I haven't read that one. Maybe if I like this book, I'll read that one. I did start this. My bookmark fell out. I am about, like, this is all I've read so far. That much. So barely anything. But I think this is like academic rivals to lovers. I don't even really know if they're rivals, because I only, again, read one chapter, and the vibes that I'm getting already are kind of good. Prediction for this book, I would say 3.5 or 4 stars. I think this will have a lot of tropes that I like. Yeah, I think it'll be good. First book from Forever that I got was Mistakes We Never Made by Hannah Brown, who was The Bachelorette. And I'm excited to read this. Like, this is her fiction debut. I think it's about like frenemies that enter into this situationship. And I don't know if there's a travel or vacation element. Like, based on the cover, I would think so, but I'm not really sure. Sometimes I get a little nervous when like celebrities go write a memoir, for one, but then they switch and write fiction. I think Rachel Lindsay, who was also a Bachelorette, did the same thing. And I feel like there is a lot of room to make mistakes there, maybe, but mistakes we never made, so maybe she doesn't make any. I'm going to predict 4 stars for this read. She really leans into the frenemies aspect, and I think just by flipping through that there are dual timelines, which always eat. So I'm predicting 4 stars. A solid 4-star read. Next book I got is from Forever. They sent me a copy of Playing Flirty by Shamise Patel. And this is about 2 gamers. And I think he is her best friend's brother. Fun trope there. And I guess they just fall in love in the game. It says the game is on for 2 nerds who love to outplay each other even when their hearts are on the line. So I think this one could be fun and cool and quirky. I do also have the advanced listening copy from Libro FM. So I'm gonna listen and do an eyeball read soon. I think this is like more priority TBR than maybe some of the others, but I still think it'll be fun. I'm predicting though, maybe 3.5 stars. But this could be one that surprises me and might get a 5-star read out of me, but I guess we'll see whenever it makes its way into our wrap up. Next book that I got from Berkeley is a finished copy of Fan Service by Rosie Dannon. Now, I happen to be a little nervous about this read. Let me tell you why. I read her debut novel, I believe, The Roommate, and I gave it 3 stars, so didn't love it, didn't hate it. And then she came out with like another paranormal romance called Do Your Worst, I think, and I DNF'd it at 27%. So I'm a little nervy to find out what happens in this read, because this is more on the paranormal side, and that when she wrote Paranormal last time, I didn't finish it. I think if this book is not a DNF and I get to the end, I think it might be one that gets 4.5 stars out of me and surprises me. Or it could be a DNF. Next book I got a copy of is You Between the Lines by Katie Naiman. Now, I'm excited about this one. I think this could be a 5-star read. A couple of the quotes say like, perfect for Emily Henry fans. And then Kate Goldbeck, who wrote You Again, which is one of my favorite romances, says that this is the best romance I've encountered in years. So if Kate said it, this is probably good. I think this, I've heard this described as like Legally Blonde, but she's getting an MFA. So these are 2 writers. This is Enemies to Lovers, Academic Rivals, and it's spicy. I think I'm going to have a nice time. I'm thinking 5 stars for her. So Forever also sent me a copy of the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. It's book 2 in the Friend Zone series. The first book is the Friend Zone, second is Happy Ever After playlist, and then the last one is Life's Too Short. People have mixed opinions about this series, and honestly, I understand. I gave this particular book 2 stars. It's about Sloane falling in love again after the death of her fiance, and she falls in love with this rock star, but there's terrible miscommunication and just 2 people that I don't think should have been together. But I think it's fun to like understand the Abby Jimenez universe, because these characters pop up and she leaves little Easter eggs in the rest of her book. So I mean, if you have free time and you like Abby Jimenez, you might like this book, but I will say this series is very hot or cold for people, so do with that what you will. Forever also sent me a copy of Unromanced by Erin Connor, and I am excited to read this book. I'm waiting for the audiobook hold from Libby, because I flipped through the book and something about the font just wasn't doing it for me, like the size. I don't know what it is, but I'm not gonna eyeball read this. I have to hear it. So whenever I get the audiobook for that, I'm gonna start this immediately. I think also there is some Enemies to Lovers sprinkled in, and I'm excited. And he's like a hopeless romantic and she's the unromantic. So I'm predicting 4.5 or 5 stars. I think it's gonna be a really good time. All right guys, this book is probably the most different from all of the ones that I've received this month. This is Strike and Burn by Taylor Hutton, and this is a dark thriller romance, and I think like the main character somehow finds out that she has a twin, but also a stalker, but also a billionaire love interest. Yeah, and it's spicy, so I don't have any complaints. We're gonna read and gonna see what happens. I haven't read like a romantic thriller in a long time, maybe honestly ever. So I'm excited to see how this goes. I think this is another one that I'm gonna want the audiobook for, so I'll start it once I get my hold, and I'm expecting 5 stars, to be honest. Like, I think it's gonna be pretty good. Next book I got a copy of is Celebrity Crush by Christy Swift, and Forever sent me this finished copy. I don't know that I'm gonna read this book, and if I do, it'd probably be one that I just didn't really like. I'm not a big fan of celebrity romances. I don't know if I ever have been. I feel like with that trope more so than a lot of the others, it's very, very predictable as far as like the fake relationship and the PR stunts. And like, I've kind of seen it before, and I'm just not into celebrity male main characters. So this might be Celebrity Crush's only time on the channel, but I hope that the audience that loves this enjoys reading it. Next, we have a copy of Kiss Me Maybe by Gabriela Gomez, and this comes out May 6th of this year. So this is an advanced reading copy from Forever, and I think this is a sapphic romance. Yeah, it is. How exciting. So it says Angela basically has never been kissed before, and she's never been in love, and she's pretended her whole life to like boys, but now that she's 27, she decides that she's ready for her first kiss and that she's also into girls. And she is a librarian, so this is a librarians in love novel. I'm predicting 4 stars. I'm really generous with my ratings today. Like, I don't know what's gotten into me, but I think this could be fun. I think it could have me giggling and laughing, and the vibes are gonna be good. Another book from Berkeley is Rachel Wise's Group Chat by Lauren Applebaum. Now, I think, friends, that here we are holding a 5-star read, because this, like, as much as I love romance, sometimes you need like a lit fic sprinkled in there, a women's fiction book to, like, you know, keep everything flowing, keep everything going. And this is Opposites Attract, but it's also a book about friendships and learning how to be open. And it's a romantic comedy as well. So I'm thinking that this is going to be really fun. This is also another one that has a insanely long Libby hold. So I'm letting my other friends enjoy the amenities that we have in the library. So whenever I get it, I'm gonna start. But I think this is 5 stars for sure. Last book that I have here from Forever is a copy of Yin Yang Love Song by Lauren Cullen Jessen, and I don't know what to expect from this read, honestly. This is the same author that wrote Red String Theory and Lunar Love, which people actually really enjoy. I haven't gotten around to reading them yet, but I think I'm gonna start with this one. I feel like I'm gonna start with this one, and then if I enjoy it, go back and read her backlist. But from reading the blurb, this is another celebrity romance where he wants a fake relationship to boost his image and increase ticket sales. So I don't know that I'm gonna like it. I like books when the female main character is the celebrity, not the man. Something about the man being famous just rubs me the wrong way. Good example is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I ate that up. That is okay for a celebrity romance. I'm not vibing with the other. So this one and Celebrity Crush are 2 that may or may not get read by me. And if they do get read, I'll be surprised if I just fall in love with them, okay? Low expectations going in for these reads. Let's see if we can remember that for if they ever make it into a reading wrap up. All right, guys, like I said, I just wanted to film another video, show you guys the books that I received this month and give a couple of predictions and expected ratings. I am going to be filming another coffee and current reads video soon. I just haven't had any coffee for a whole week. So I'll be filming that soon. And it is currently February 21st. So Oathbound by Tracy Dion comes out in, let's do some quick math, in 12 days, okay? So I'm definitely rereading Legendborn and Bloodmarked. And I'll probably have a reading vlog for when Oathbound comes out because I'm just so excited. Like, this is my Joker. So with that being said, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, follow my social media, my Instagram and my Goodreads, and I think that's it. So until the next video, keep reading.